fun.
Alrighty, hey everybody, I am Cajink87 and this is The Lion King on Sega Genesis. Now, there was a donation incentive for me to run difficult and you guys made it super fast, like holy cow. Thank you so much for all those donations coming in. So, difficult means I'm going to start out with 0 lives and 0 continues, and we don't get either of those until like halfway through the second level. So I'm going to need to focus and not talk as much for at least the first little bit. So I've brought in one of the Lion Queens. We had 2 of them, but the other one had to work. So I've got 8 on here with commentary. 8, do you want to introduce yourself real quick while I am getting some last minute things set up?
Sure. Hi, I am 8. I actually have the world record in this category. I am very honored to be invited by Cajink to do this.
Awesome.
Thank you.
Thank you. And we had Nicole Goodnight on comms as well, but she got called into work, so she's here with us in spirit. I know it. But yeah, we're gonna jump in with difficult. I'm gonna leave most of the commentary to 8. I will make random noises and conversation in between here and there, but at least to start out, 8 is gonna carry us through. So if we are ready to go, are we good, Marky Dan?
We're all ready to go.
All right.
Yep.
I will give us a countdown and then we will get started. All right. 3, 2, 1, go.
All right, so this first level is actually one of the hardest levels in the run. Very precise, and here she's going to clip up through the platform using the porcupine to damage abuse. And she's going to make a pixel precise landing to get the subsequent jump. There's 2 pixels she can get it from. She got it first try, that was amazing. And she's going to proceed on to the boss, which takes 3 hits to die on difficult. It's coming up right here. And she jumps down to the far right so that the boss jumps down quicker.
He is not being nice. Oh, don't die. Oh, that was so close.
That was slick. Okay, in this first section of Giraffe Heads loves to eat inputs. It's really awesome. I've lost a lot of runs to that. But she got across perfectly. And the landings onto these bamboo platforms are actually pretty precise. If she's 1 pixel too far to the left or to the right, sometimes the monkey doesn't activate with the roar. She's roaring to activate the monkey to complete the puzzle. And right after this auto-scroller here, which is actually really tough for casual players, like tons of casual players can't figure out the timing for the double jump.
True.
Kind of difficult, but she's gonna perform a trick called hippo jump. It's a couple of inputs on a precise timing when she lands there.
And we gotta continue, so huzzah.
Yeah, she picks up a continue there, which means if she dies, she has another life. So it won't be a game over, a full game over.
Very nice. I love watching people do this level casually though, because, you know, they don't know where to go, they don't know which monkeys to roar at.
Yeah.
Always a fun time.
And one interesting thing about this game is that Disney instructed the developers to make it as difficult as possible so that people could not beat it within 1 rental period from like a video store back in the 90s. That's actually a thing. And this level specifically is what they made really, really difficult to figure out. Like the difficulty kind of scales normally throughout the rest of the run, like the last few levels are the most difficult, but they made this one specifically really hard so that like people had to rent it a bunch of times.
So mean, but genius, you know?
Yeah. And this level is pretty much over. She's going to make a precise landing onto a platform.
Hopefully.
Hopefully. It's really tricky.
Oh! Well, I'm gonna get
that
that
can
one up
happen
real quick.
too.
There's that. Alright, just kidding. We're gonna yeet ourselves real quick. While that's happening, Marky Dan, you got like 1 donation?
Yeah, we got a couple actually. $10 Mice W. It's they say, I never beat the Lion King as a kid, despite renting it dozens of times. So there's that rental thing you're talking about. Thank you for destroying it for me. And then we have $20 from Sharif, aka Sharfers, with no comment. Thank you both for those donations.
Thanks,
Yay,
guys.
Sharif.
Alright, I'm hoping I yelled at that monkey right. That fall kind of freaked me out, but I think... Yeah, we got the yeet. Alright, we in there.
Okay, and now she's coming up on the hardest level in the run on difficult, and she's going to be manipulating these two hyenas that fall right here to behave as one so she can hit them 3 times. Because all of the enemies take 3 hits to die on difficult.
Don't eat me. Okay.
Yeah, the hyenas are just really terrible on difficult, honestly.
Really, like,
Just
this
awful.
level is completely the gatekeeper of the difficult run.
Yeah, oh, absolutely.
Ugh.
And she's going to be doing very specific things with vultures in the bottom section here to try to not get memed in the climb right now. And she did it correctly, because sometimes they hit you when you're climbing and it loses like 2 seconds. And this is actually an intended clip that's not a game-breaking clip of any kind that was intended by the developers to roll through there and clip. And this top section here, it's very tough on difficult. It's one of the major difficulty changes between easy and difficult is the platforming in this section is completely different.
Yeah, this part can troll you hard.
Yeah.
Especially the...
And if you fall right here, you actually go down to the beginning of the level.
You're being nice. Good. Oh.
Yeah, this boss is insane on difficult.
Alright, one more hyena. Maybe he'll play nice. Come here. Yeet. Okay.
And you're through the level. So now she's gonna be pretty much all right for the rest of the run. I mean, that's pretty much the level that you have to get through to be confident that you can complete the run, in my opinion, on this category.
Very true. The fun part about difficult, or like any of the levels of difficulty, is after you get through Graveyard, it's completely the same game.
Yep.
Which is good programming, if you ask me.
And in this level, on the Super Nintendo version, there is a pixel that you can stand on to not get hit by anything. You just have to make a couple jumps at the end.
Like,
and
right
this is
here.
the opposite. You have to play the entire level, and then there's a pixel that you can stand on the side for the end where you don't have to jump at all.
Do we have a second for a donation?
Sure.
All right, this is a big one. We got a $270 donation.
What?
Cajink87. He says, "This is for the Smash TV 1-player 4-controller Death Pledge. Thanks so much for everyone who donated in Midwest Speed Fest for putting this all on. I had a blast."
Very
That was $5 per death, I believe, since he got the world record in that run.
GG on the world record. Is that like the second world record that's happened during this marathon?
So, yep, we had a Need for Speed world record also.
That was fantastic.
Huge
Also happy
GG's
with-
CHX.
That hit our Resident Evil bonus game incentive with that donation, and we're
Nice.
at almost $4,000 for this marathon.
Awesome. Keep it up, guys. And watch me screw up this level.
Okay, so she is going for 2 ground clips in this level. Second one's very precise.
I'm gonna
And
go for it.
she, there's actually a section at the beginning of this level where if you mess up the platforming like a little bit, you can have a rock fall on you and you'll just die running from the first large boulder, so that's cool.
Come on. Yeah, we'll try one more time. I got a couple lives. Yeah,
Yeah,
I don't
the
know.
second ground clip, which runners call Exile 2, is extremely precise. It's actually pixel perfect.
If you can get it on the first try, it saves like, what, 6 or 7 seconds? Okay, one more try.
The slower version of the clip saves 8, and the faster version saves 10.
Can't get it today. It's not happening.
Yeah, I mean, that clip, especially in a marathon setting, is very tricky.
We'll just take it casually.
So this level, the waterfall coming up here is essentially a boss. Like, fast waterfall is extremely difficult to execute, and the waterfall loves to eat inputs, so that's just great.
Yeah. It
There are
took
actually
me, like,
frames in this game that do not allow you to make inputs, so those kind of need to be avoided just by knowing where they are.
It always took me like 30 minutes to get up casually when I played this as a kid.
Oh yeah, terrible.
So great. Oh boy, okay. That was not how we wanted to do that. So now I'll show you how I did it as a kid!
The The waterfall is deceptively very difficult. Like, it looks like it should be kind of easy to go up it, but it's just... I mean, Simba's physics are really jank in general,
broken.
honestly.
Yeah, if you don't know the pattern of the waterfall, you can spend a lot of time just there forever.
And this monkey boss looks easy, but is very precise. He can just slap the taste out of your mouth at any time if you're too close to him.
I will say he's a little nicer on the Genesis version than he is the SNES, but he's still mean.
SNES Monkey is just awful, but
so bad.
Genesis Monkey has messed me up a lot too.
Same.
I don't know why I said two. I'm not a SNES runner. Anyway, moving on.
I dabbled. It's fine. Now we big boy.
She is about to become adult Simba.
Yes.
Growing up, maturing, etc.
There you go.
This is the hardest level in the run, and she is going to be performing very precise ledge skips that save 2 seconds plus momentum every time throughout the level. And there are 3 door clips that skip having to kill a series of cheetahs that come out of the door one by one. There's like 6 or 7 of them. This is it right here. So she just flips this cheetah and clips through the door, and normally there'd be 6 or 7 of them that would come out, and then Rafiki would come out with his stick and wave it around, and we don't have time for that.
Ain't nobody got time for that.
So yeah, this whole entire level is just so precise. I can't even explain it. The word precise pretty much sums up this entire level.
And I'm like really bad at it, so, but I mean, like 8 does it flawlessly, and if you see someone do this run or this level perfectly, it is beautiful, and you're like, oh my gosh, I want that for my life. But we'll see how close I can actually get.
And she's coming up on, in my opinion, the most difficult section in the game, because there's a series of ledge skips right here, and then there's boulder skip, which is arguably trickier than any specific ledge skip, so...
Oh, we're gonna get it, though.
It's just not a good section.
It's really
not.
But
she is through it, and we are moving on to Be Prepared, which is very cool.
Oh.
Very cool level.
Now, I never made it to Be Prepared as a kid, but even playing this as an adult, I hate Be Prepared. I think I've beaten... I can't even.
Oh, if I had to play this level casually, I mean, if I had to play this level through, rather, I would not be running this game. But the secret of this level is that she will skip the whole thing.
Ta-da!
Go straight to the auto-scroller at the end, and didn't you tell me the other day that this is actually a boss?
Yeah, I think they actually consider this the boss of the level. So, I'm pretty sure casually people don't know what to do, but basically we're just gonna sit here and wait for the lava chutes to do their little pattern, and we gotta wait for big rocks to fall down from the ceiling and cap all of them off, and once the leftmost one is capped, then we shoot our way to freedom. Because this was obviously the most iconic part of the movie, so yeah, that's what we're doing.
Yeah, I absolutely love this in the movie.
I don't know what it is with Disney and lava levels, but they are absolutely the worst thing ever. Like, even with Aladdin, because for Genesis, the same people, Westwood, made the Lion King and Aladdin versions on Genesis, and they both have lava levels that absolutely are ridiculous. Hate it. Alright, we should be good here. And we out.
Okay, so the game turns into a beat 'em up here. Do you remember in the movie when Simba just beat the crap out of tons of hyenas? That was my favorite part.
Yeah,
personally.
And he had to like go through a maze of caves to get to Scar. Best part.
And here she's going for 5 swipes, which means she lands on the hyena with what looks like 1 attack, but it's actually 5 attacks. She is mashing really fast to get 5 attacks in 1 attack. And during 2 rooms of this level, she's going to be 3 stacking, which means she's going to be manipulating the hyenas to stack onto each other so she can jump onto them and do a 5 swipe. This is the first room where you will see that.
That's
Perfect.
the easier one of the 3 stacks. I usually mess up the second 3 stacks, so we'll see if I can actually get it.
And in this room, you gotta be super fast or the leftmost hyena will jump. This room specifically, the hyena at the top of this climb will meme you. She has to pause for a second on the second ledge to make it not jump to the very end of that ledge and stay there. And she's 3-stacking again right here.
Oh, we got it! Go team.
Perfect.
Final level.
Final boss. Alright, she is landing on Scar, trying to get double lunges, which she just got right there, for the first 2 fight phases to save several seconds of animation. And once she does that, she's just executing a 5-swipe. The level's mostly just precise platforming, aside from the fight phases, which are the most difficult part of the level. Scar is very clippy, and it's just really, really tough. Like, it looks easy, but it's ridiculously tough to land on Scar optimally.
Yep.
See, Scar's very clippy.
And sometimes it'll let you, like, jump farther and get there for the double swipe. Sometimes it's not. It's like, okay, whatevs.
And there's a very tricky jump right at the end of the run coming up here for the final climb.
Yay, we
and
got
she
it.
got it first try. Easy.
Last fight, and then time will be when we flip Scar off in just a few seconds. Almost. One more. And time.
GG.
That is not 2 shabs for a marathon run. It's like a minute off of my actual PB for difficult, but hey, we didn't completely game over, so I'm okay with all of that. Whew. But yeah, that is The Lion King on Sega Genesis. It's a quick little platformer. If you want to make 8-year-old you super happy, come learn the run. We've got a Discord for both. I mean, it's one big Discord, but we run SNES, Genesis. There are people that run the DOS version. There are some people that run the Game Gear version. So if you're ever interested, come find us. You can talk to me. 8 is also awesome at giving information. Nicole is another one that gives great info. I think there are some tutorials out there if you want to learn the run. But 8, thank you again for being my commentator. It was fantastic.
Thank you for having me.
Appreciate it. Thank you, Midwest Speedfest, for accepting the run. You guys are awesome. Thank you for all of our donations so far. We're gonna, like, crush whatever goal it was. I think it was, like, around 5,000. So let's go 10,000, you know? Donate to Able Gamers. Make it an awesome weekend. But yeah, I think that's about it for me. So thank you guys. Appreciate it.